Chapter 3.0 Review Solving and Simplify Square Root Function. So let's just do some practice on solving square roots. To find the square root of 16, so first thing we do is that we break this number or any number into pair of 2 or 4. So we break this 16 down into 4 times 4. So if they make a pair, then we're going to take out one number per pair or one number from each pair, and that will be your answer for the square root function. So answer for the square root 16 is 4. And you also know that the square root of 16 is 4. Now let's discuss letter B. You're going to break 28 down into prime factors. So that's going to be 7 times 2 times 2. So now in this case, the 2 make a pair. So one number from each pair comes out. And the number that could not make a pair stay inside the square root. So the answer for square root 28 would be 2 square root 7. Square root of 36 we already know, that is 6. But if you want to break it as 6 times 6 and think that this is a pair and one number from each pair comes out, that is going to be 6, and that would be your answer. For letter D, you're going to break this down again into prime factors. So that's going to be 2 times 2 times 5. So 2 and 2 makes a pair. So one number from each pair comes out of the radical symbol. And the answer would be 2 square root 5. For letter E, you're going to separate the two radicals. So square root of 25 over square root of 9. Square root of 25 is 5 and square root of 9 is 3. So the answer is 5 over 3. For letter F, you're going to have a square root of 4 divided by square root of 81. So square root of 4 is 2 and square root of 81 is 9. So answer is 2 over 9. For letter G, you're going to isolate square root 6 divided by square root 25. We don't have a square root of 6 or perfect square of 6, and we cannot make that into or break that down. So it will stay as it is, that square root of 6 divided by 5. For letter H, it's going to be 3 over 100. Square root of 3 would be as is. Square root of 100 would be 10. So square root 3 over 10. Next is square root of 25 divided by square root of 2. In this case, square root of 25 is 5 and square root 2 as is. Now in mathematics, we cannot have a square root on the bottom. So we need to remove the radical symbol from the bottom by multiplying and dividing with the same exact square root. So on the top you get 5 square root 2, and on the bottom square root 2 times square root 2 would be just 2. So next question is square root 2 divided by square root 3. So we don't have a perfect square for square root 3, but we want to remove the radical symbol from the bottom. So the process to remove the radical symbol, this symbol right from the bottom, you multiply the same number on top and bottom. So we're going to multiply square root 3 on the top and square root 3 on the bottom. On the top we got 2 times 3, which is 6, and on the bottom we got 3. So it doesn't matter if we have a square root symbol on the top or not, but there should not be a square root symbol on the bottom. For letter K, we have a square root of 9 divided by square root of 5. So square root of 9 is 3, and on the bottom you have square root of 5. To remove the square root symbol from the bottom, you multiply top and bottom with the same square root, that is square root 5. On the top you get 3 times square root 5. On the bottom you can read it as 5 times 5 or square root of 25. So 5 times 5s make a pair that comes out of the radical symbol. So that's going to be just 5. So by multiplying the same number on top and bottom, you can remove the radical symbol from the bottom.